Like, yo, is you bleeding for real? Like, you bleeding. And this
In the pool?
motherfucker, no, bruh, just standing out here at the cookout. And my whole shit is like, not only is you sitting here bleeding, bitch, you gonna stay here? She stayed there the whole time, bro. Trying to go and smoke with niggas and shit. And I'm like, bro, you nasty as fuck, man.
Yeah,
That's nasty as fuck. And yeah, it ain't nothing else. That's some nasty shit. Like, take your grown ass home, man. You out here doing some shit that a little girl supposed to do.
little girls don't even do shit like that though.
That's like if they ain't never experienced that shit, this their first time, and that shit doesn't happen like that. They be sitting here looking all crazy. You sitting here just embracing this thing.
That shit used to be in school though.
Mm-hmm. Not out chilling.
Shit, I know my cousin before she sat down, I smelled the ass air.
Ooh, a Winston.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about like ass was right here, couch was right here, and I smelled it before she touched the damn cushion. I almost cried. Ain't pussy an issue, man. That shit. That shit ain't no good for a nigga. I mean, I never forget that shit though, nigga. I was walking around the club, man. Yeah, he pees, and these bitches started two joints. Been over shaking the ass, man. One time I could smell the booty through the drawers, man. I was like, yo, it smell like ass in this motherfucker. You ever smell some ass and it kind of turn you on and you don't know why?
Like the little booty smell.
Yeah, I can, man. If I don't have sex for too long, if I don't get no pussy for too long, I can smell it. I can smell that motherfucker. As soon as you walk past, I smell it.
Yeah. I could, like you said, I could do a little bit of a little thing, but it can't be no stinking thing. Like you just ain't wash your ass, but like you been a little active today. You done walked a little bit. You done been around for a few hours. And
ran a couple errands, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that shit. I can't really trip on that, but if you just stinking through your clothes and you ain't even doing shit but walking.
You just took a shower and that booty still kind of got a little tang on it. That ain't no good.
I've been around a few girls with some real bad fucking arms. Their arms be like clinically strong, goddamn it.
But see, I ain't had that shit since high school though. Like I ain't
I done
experienced
smelled
like
grown ones like that, bro. I used to work at this one spot, and this girl, she was bad as fuck, bro. So bad. Damn. We in the back one day, and my nigga, he come out the truck. He like, yo, come out this motherfucker right quick, bro. So I walk out. I'm like, what's up? As soon as I walk out, I smell that shit. This shit smell like strong ass onions. Just like overpowering. That shit smells so strong, bro. Like
that's a nigga whole smell in the high school.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was that down. They had the little adolescent must.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't grown folks stink, but it was like, look, you need to do something about that.
Yeah, like
after long
like
school days.
Everybody knows some people at the school where it's like, you know, you might go to PE or weight training, but then you got them niggas that's at the PE and weight training. They got to put on deodorant and shit like that.
Shit, you got the niggas before PE. They gotta put deodorant.
That's like
nigga,
your shit is strong, nigga. Remember that nigga head sat down that time and bro was like, nigga, you got swamp ass, nigga.
I remember that shit.
That shit had me rolling, boy.
Hell yeah.
That nigga set up. When he got up, it was a puddle,
he wasted
nigga.
no time. That nigga heads pointed that shit out quick as fuck. I'm like, man, I seen this shit, but I'm like, yo.
He got swamp ass. As soon as he got up, it was a puddle in the seat right there.
It was a form in his whole butt cheeks.
Oh, man, nigga. You got to go home if you that sweaty, goddamn it.
He couldn't. The nigga had to walk there. Most of the motherfuckers, he probably could have. Because he probably stayed in the lakes or in the birds.
Nigga, I would have went home if my ass gonna be sweaty like that afterwards. Only time I was really like dripping sweat like that and like strong like that is after football, nigga. Like,
nigga, I knew he was gonna say that shit. I remember doing football practice, man, being tired as hell. We had to run. We had to do conditioning.
Yeah.
Right before practice end, and then niggas had to walk home in like 90-degree weather.
That's killer, bro. That's killer.
And it wasn't no short walk. I was staying over there by Moore. I wasn't not in Moorhead, but by the apartment complex across from Moorhead.
I know what you're talking about.
So I had to walk from Western all the way over there, nigga. 90-degree weather after doing sprints. My nigga, that shit was terrible. I hated that shit. That's why I think that's part of the reason why I fell out of love with football. Because I felt like, I don't know, I was always naturally strong and shit, man, but the whole practice thing.
You ain't like practicing.
I hated practicing. I was like AI.
Me too.
Practicing.
I was a nigga that I ain't have no film to show nobody, but I was like, shit, I feel like I should be out here. It took me a minute to start going hard in practice because at first I went light. I'm gonna tell you, this nigga blew me up one time in practice, and that's what got me starting to be more active in that shit. Cause I'm like, I'm sitting here loafing because I don't want to be here today. I'm not got my head in the game, so we doing tackling drills. And this nigga come and he one of the hardest hitters on the team. This nigga come and he goddamn light my ass up. And when he hit me, I ain't just go straight down, but I kind of like took a big ass hop and tried to catch myself, but I hit the ground.
Yeah.
I jumped up instantly. After that, I was locked in every day, bro.
Yeah, because that nigga put that damn thigh out on your ass.
I came in here, I stretched like I was supposed to. I goddamn practiced hard like I was supposed to. I even went a little harder than I should have been. I was hitting my teammates like we wasn't on teams. Like, I had to go hard. I had to pick that shit up, bro.
Bitch, I remember stretching and still catching the cramp. I'm like, man, we stretched the wrong motherfucking way. I'm talking about we had the full pressure stretch, everything, ballistic, all type of shit stretching.
I stretched so hard one time, I felt like I broke my groin. I couldn't feel nothing down there.
That's what happened. I feel like I pulled my shit or something. Like,
it was so loose that I felt like I was running on air. I felt like I was on air, running on air, nigga. Like, could move and open my hips like I never could before when I was running, nigga. Like,
I think I didn't practice for the rest of the day when my shit happened. That shit was out, nigga.
I practiced one time. I believe with a pulled groin. This nigga stepped on my foot because I kept beating him. He was at the center. They moved him to center, and I kept beating him every time I know the snap count. So whatever count they was going on, I wait for the ball to move. Soon as the ball moved, I'm up. And I kept, I use his shoulder pads to get ahead of him. I just pull him straight down to the ground. I'm over the ball. I done caused fumbles in the backfield. Hell yeah. Caused some fumbles in the backfield and shit. Damn, blown the whole plays up. Damn, the last time I went to do that shit and I went to make that move on him, this nigga stepped on my left foot. So when I was moving with my right, like, I just basically did a fucking long ass split. Like, nigga, that shit had me on the ground. I was so mad though. But I stayed out there. I kept practicing. I kept going anyways. Like, fuck that shit. Came back and tried to blow his ass up again. I was heated after that. Like, man, don't do no bullshit to stop me. I don't like that.
I had some shit. I was on the opposite end of that when I was when I played for the Giants. And there was this white dude named Briggs. And we was in practice one day. And I hit Cub with the we was doing the Oklahoma drill type shit. But I had hit him. And I guess bro fell backwards. It was a while ago, so I remember. But he touched earth. He was like, hell no, you get your ass back out there and do it again. Nigga pulled me by my shoulder pads. I looked at Coach Jones and shit, man. He was like, B, calm down. He kept telling Briggs, I don't know if he want that shit. So he switched. He wanted to switch. Played running back. I played running back. He did receiver. I mean, he played linebacker. Boom, this shit again. Motherfucker shook my hand after that.
It's nothing else you could do at that point.
Yeah.
You done lost to this man
twice back to back.
Yes. He has won. This wasn't no luck. No. It wasn't nothing like that.
Nah. And Briggs wasn't a little nigga though. Briggs wasn't a little nigga though.
It ain't always about the size, man. Sometimes your size can help you, but it's all about your aggression, man.
Yeah, conviction. I came with more conviction because that shit pissed me off.
One of the best safeties of all time to me, but injuries fucked up his career. Why he don't get talked about more was Bob Sanders. He was one of the hardest hitting safeties back in the day, man, but he couldn't stay healthy. Bob Sanders wasn't no bigger than 5'7", 5'8", but he's hitting you every time.
He was like a little Tommy Matthew before
Hell
Tommy
yeah.
Matthew.
Hell yeah. He'll do it all. He'll do it all. I have mad respect for him. I love people that game like that. Brian Dawkins, another one.
I know he was short.
Yes. But this nigga's a menace. He's a menace. He'll tell you some shit like, boy, I prayed for you today. You like, what are you talking about?
Like, this nigga's crazy. I know niggas hated playing the Eagles when he was out there, though.
Man, what? You know he gonna tell you some off the wall shit, man. You know he gonna tell you some off the wall shit.
He one of them niggas that probably ain't cuss like that either. So when he said shit, it piss you off because he don't cuss.
Yeah, he ain't cursing at you. He ain't using no curse words like that.
Get your dang on butt up, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
yeah.
no, man. You gotta cuss at me or something. You can't, don't be clean and talking shit.
Mm-hmm. God is on your side today, boy. You know how many people ain't make it out of that?
Almost took your head off, boy, on that screen.
Yeah. He's talking to you like a damn.
Like Kareem. I'm killing him with a lot of remove, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? I hate the matter of fact, nigga. You know what it is. This is another episode of the 30 Minute Smoke Break Podcast. I'm your host. I hope the camera's showing up right, man. I don't know, but we making it work. But I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood nephew, Slip with the Ruler.
And I'm your co-host with the Moses, Quan. Got it.
And we just kicking some shit right now, just talking funny style shit, man. But probably get into some deep shit later on, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas been going through some shit for real bad shit, man.
One thing that I want to say to everybody is whatever you dealing with, the same way you are in good times, the same way your face need to be in bad times. Always keep your head up. Always keep your smile on your face. And don't let nobody fuck up your day. And don't let nobody take your joy. Damn, keep going. This shit ain't, it's like happiness. It's just like joy. It don't last forever. But you got to get out on the other side of that shit. When you meet a problem head on with a problem, it ain't gonna do shit but get worse. In this case, two negatives don't make a positive. You come to a problem, you come with a solution.
Yeah.
That's how you handle that shit. For real. Like Slick said, we all out here dealing with shit. We all going through something. Shit ain't easy for everybody. Yeah, we sit up here, we talk our shit. Yeah, we talk shit about a lot of stuff. But on the real tip, you know, life is happening. We all human. We all going through it. Just gotta find ways to manage that shit.
And don't take every loss or every negative situation as, you know what I'm saying, bad luck and stuff like that. Because some of that shit could be a blessing in disguise, like we was talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So something
bigger
than what it could have been.
Something that the enemy could have for your detriment. You know, it could be something that happened that could really save you, and you just don't know the dangers that you be facing. And it could be in plain sight. Speaking of, you know, dangers in plain sight, something else I wanted to talk about, man. I was talking to my peoples earlier, man. This young nigga I know, you know, he lost somebody a few years back. And, you know, loss has different effects on people. But, you know, my problem is with people that don't take shit out on the people that did anything. Or even look at the part that your friend, family, whatever had to play in it. You just run with that shit that something happened to them. So now you sitting here mad and heated. But you put it on people that ain't have nothing to do with the situation. That's the whole point of having anger towards something. Don't have anger towards
a whole thing. That's like one nigga from a block do something from you, so you mad at the whole block, mad at the whole east side.
That's like dealing with a racist person in a race, and now everybody in that race is all
the same.
It just ain't logical. But I'll make a long story short. He fucked with people that he grew up with and terrorized his own neighborhood and shit like that. But he ain't really doing nothing but threatening people. And you know, the worst type of person is a scared person. You try to inflict fear with people, but you never really do nothing. It made people think you could do so they do stuff before you get a chance to.
Let me ask you a question. You feel like logic is becoming a lost mindset? everybody's moving too much off of emotion and what they're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's
Like
not
logic. It's not even there no more.
no, it's not too many logical people out here no more. And when you think logical, people really look at you like you crazy.
Yeah, because they feel like you've been in a negative light, or they feel like you're putting them down and stuff like that. But sometimes the problem with logic is logic has more truth in it than optimism, and a lot of people can't take that truth. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes optimism will be the one thing that can hold you back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're too optimistic about something that's not working, you might have to move on from that. So you gotta always be able to grow. But I feel like logic is, and it's a lost. I'm not even gonna say lost art, but it's just something that's I feel like more people need to pay attention to. Because if we had more people to think logically, a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, school shootings and shit like that, man, it wouldn't happen.
And it's like, that's the whole thing that I hate about people, that most retaliation is don't even be against the people that did anything to you. It be towards a group of people that had nothing to do with it. And that's the shit that I hate the most, man. Like, especially when you going around doing something like that. Now, it's different alleys that you could go to get help for stuff, man. But you don't think about who's around you. Mm-hmm. You going around scaring people and shit. If they can't get their hands on you, you got to think. A lot of people nowadays, ain't no codes. It was codes. You don't mess with the women and children. That shit don't stop nobody now. People will kill anybody. So you got to be careful on who you playing with like that, because especially if you're not out here laying shit. It's a difference between real nigga, and it's a difference between a nigga trying to go for gangster or go for hard. Like, you going for a street nigga rep, bro, people gonna start treating you like a street nigga.
Street nigga, they gonna try you like one too.
So if you ain't that,
don't try to act
man,
like
stop it, man. It was just know this. When you play in them streets for real, there's consequences behind that shit. And people get hurt. Sometimes people that ain't got shit to do with stuff.
And see, a lot, like, going back to the school shooting thing, I know that's probably let a lot of people confused and shit. It goes back to what we was talking about, where if you got a problem with one person, take it out with that one person, not with the whole community. You know what I'm saying? Damn. The logical thing, just to be honest with you, man, is just to let that shit go. Or have some kids. Or some kids around about the age of their kids, or some kids that they know. And teach them little kids how to whoop their ass. You know what I'm saying? They kids' ass, but don't go out shooting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because the realistic nature of it is you ain't doing nothing to hurt yourself. You know what I mean?
It's nothing wrong with owning guns and having guns. It's a whole different ball game when you are threatening people and pulling this out on people, but you're never using it on nobody.
Right.
Somebody's gonna feel like you're gonna use it on them one day. So before that happens, they're gonna do something to you. So if it's not you, it's gonna be somebody you care about. You got to be careful about stuff like that, man. And this shit, I say this shit as serious as I could be, man, because this is people that I know. I know people that this is going on with. Done knew them, man. Done seen these motherfuckers grow. And these motherfuckers is out here on some whole other shit now, man. And it's like, I understand why you're mad, but what you doing is not the right way to go about it. You want justice for your family, get it. But that ain't it.
Don't take it out on the whole community.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, and this is where you live. But this is what we do. We fuck up the places where we live. That's why nobody don't want us around. That's just the facts, bro. That's the first thing people think of when you think of us. That's why other races don't really be wanting to deal with us other than fucking us or using us as much as they can. But
or trying to figure out some kind of style to go for.
Yeah, but when it comes down to actually having real dealings with us, a lot of people don't want it because the stereotype that comes with us. We destroy our own communities. We kill each other, but then when somebody else kills us,
we hesitate.
That's a
fact.
This shit's sad, man.
It is. That's deep though, man. I just wish I do wish as a people that would, you know what I'm saying, us as black people kind of
I wish we
come
could be
together
more
and not
together.
so divided, yeah.
I wish we could. It's hard to show love to.
And not show animosity to one another just because of the smallest things. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like black people as a race, we way too petty for our own like good.
You know, something I've been trying to normalize here lately is like just getting up with my guys. Like, yo, let's link up. We not out here on the night tip trying to do no bullshit. We ain't out here on nothing. We all out here for us. We out here to spend time with each other. We out here to talk. We out here to try to figure out shit. What's going on with you? Damn, where you at mentally? What's up with you? Just checking on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because sometimes
really,
all a nigga need is just a phone call.
Bruh, man.
What I'm doing.
like a phone call, nigga. We can link, do something. We might go out. We might do something in the daytime. Girls link up all the time and they do shit like that. But guys, we do the basic shit. We come to the crib, we'll smoke. Damn.
Talk about the bitches that's hanging out.
Yeah, some shit like that. But we can't just, it's hard for niggas to really link up and just be about each other. Not on no weird shit, but just really be on some shit like, I'm checking up on my niggas. Everybody need that, man, that mental check, bro. Mental health is a serious thing. And you don't know how close somebody could be from ending shit or going off the deep end. You really don't.
Yeah.
So check on people, man. Send that text. I ain't no person that communicate often. I'm bad with texting, man. I'll take a long ass time responding. Sometimes I might see a message and I might not say nothing. And it's not because I'm on no bullshit or feeling some type of way or just being an asshole. I might be in a place myself mentally where I don't want to speak right now.
Communicating right now.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm in a place where I'm trying to get out of. But we all need to take that time just to check on somebody. Families that don't talk to family. Siblings that at odds. All that shit, man. And when you understand like how short life really is, bro, all that shit be pretty much a waste of time, man. And I understand shit happen. And I'm not telling you to forget what happened, but what I'm telling you is don't hold shit against nobody. Don't hold no hate in your heart.
Nah, you definitely can't hold hate in your heart. You can't even go to heaven with hate in your heart.
You can't grow like that. You keep yourself trapped when you hold it in like that. Don't hate anything, man. Love the good times, endure the bad, and come out on the other side of that, man. That's what it's all about. Just getting where you're trying to go.
But you know something though, I realized and I thought about this shit myself. Was milk don't taste good inside of like the soda cups you get from like fast food restaurants.
You pouring milk in that shit yourself and trying that shit like that?
I didn't try it like that because I feel like I would throw up, but I was thinking about that shit. Like I never do no shit like this. Nah. I was about to one day, and I'm like, do that sad shit.
I can't just do that shit.
Just like Kool-Aid tastes better than them little rubber cups, little colorful rubber cups with the little wave in them and shit, man. Or just a regular plastic cup. Motherfuckers that crack when you squeeze them too hard, man.
Kool-Aid, I'll put a Kool-Aid in anything.
It's real black of you.
Yes, a coffee mug, an old water bottle that I just got finished drinking the water out of. Damn. Yeah. Just about anything. A thermos. Nigga say, nigga, what he got in there?
I used to drink warm milk.
Hell no. I damn sure ain't doing that. My milk had to be ice cold, bro. Warm
nigga,
milk.
You put ice in your milk?
Nah, I like it ice cold, though.
Mama put ice in her milk.
I can't do the ice in it, but I like it when it's like a few little ice chips in it, like it been sitting in the back of the fridge and it got cold. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want the milk from the store when it first come in the house. I can't do that shit.
Man, I see my mama put ice in cereal. I lost respect for it after that.
I done put some milk in a glass and put that shit in the freezer for a little bit to get a little colder so I could.
So you like the milk shavings, ice shavings and shit?
Not a lot of it. Not like it's like the milk done got froze completely. I don't like that shit like that.
Drinking glass.
I don't like it like that. I just like it when it's damn near at that point of being frozen. Almost. I like it ice cold.
I just want my shit to be cold, not ice cold, but cold to where like I can drink it and it won't hurt my teeth.
Word. There's them goddamn silver feelings. There's some motherfuckers, boy.
What?
Shit be cold sensitive.
Nigga, I had them shits like Kodak. I used to hate getting them motherfucking caps, man. I used to get them shits like it used to seem like every 3 months I get caps in my motherfucking mouth. Like I'm talking about my whole back of my molars was like that. God damn, I seen a picture with a little nigga. His whole front was like that. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Jolly Ranchers with you.
That nigga was just be like a goddamn
Squirrel.
Yeah. Thank.
That shit nasty. But you know what though? How you feel about? I feel like I don't know, something about kids, man. It's just been in my head. Not that I got baby fever, nothing like that, but just.
I'm about to say.
Nah.
Got baby fever over there?
No, ain't no shit like that.
Nah, man.
What I'm saying is like, do you like we getting to the age though where it's like, all right.
I've been thinking more and more about legacy and shit like that. I just, I'm working towards something, but I don't want to bring no kids in this motherfucker where it's just they here now and hey nigga, one day you gonna figure it out. I just don't want to repeat that, but
yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at too.
Yeah. But I definitely want kids, man. My sister, she got 3 kids and they getting older and it's like, damn, man, they gonna be looking like some goddamn aunties to my damn kids by the time I have kids. Cause goddamn, man, like I don't want to be out here with kids just anywhere and I can't see them. That's just defeat the whole fucking purpose.
I definitely want to be with kids. And I'm stressing that shit either.
Yeah, I'm with them just cause I gotta stay with the mama just for them or
just to make my life easier.
Yeah. I don't want to be in no fucked up situations like that. So I ain't saying I'm looking for the perfect situation, but I'm looking for something where I could at least have my family and be happy. And like I said before, like I grew up in the household. That shit wasn't always perfect, of course. Like we grew up, it was tight, but one thing we did have in the household was my mom and my dad. And that's how I want that shit to be. I gotta have my kids underneath me.
In a 2-parent household.
Yeah, I gotta have it like that.
I just know I gotta be there for them, but I just don't wanna. I'm just scared to the fact that we're like I end up neglecting or not being able to see because one, either the mother won't let me see him or I've gotten too caught up in dealing with still trying to figure out my issues to where I start to kind of like push the baby to the side, and that'll be something that'll hurt me the most. So that's kind of where I'm like, man, I've been not trying to rush the process of it, but I have been trying to that's why I've been going through therapy just to kind of get my mindset on, being able to be comfortable within myself and being able to go about doing things to where it's more so beneficial to myself and it'd be long term, not short.
I feel like anybody that feel like that, I believe that the best step for them will probably be to try the step parent role first, just so they could get a feel of how it would be to have a kid full time,
Or if you got nieces and nephews, you know what I'm saying, hang with them a little more.
Yeah, you can hang with them more, but it ain't gonna be nothing like being with a girl that got kids. You gonna get the full effect of it. And if you could love, like you said the other day, if you could take the time to care for or love somebody else's kid, you'd be there for yours.
It's a fact, 100%. But then you do got that one special occasion where it's like her kid's better than yours, so I kind of like fuck my kids.
Hey, that's crazy, but I know some people like that. They better step parents than they was to their
real
kids.
Parents, like you low down motherfucker.
Yeah.
I tell you what, boy, that shit crazy as hell. Hey, you'll break up with a bitch because of her kids though. I see this post, motherfucker was breaking up with a girl because her son was bad. I ain't mad at it though. You gotta raise your kids.
I mean,
man.
but because it's like this, you can't put your hands on him. You can't really discipline him in a certain way, especially if you come into the relationship and this boy grown as hell. Like, bruh, This nigga 15 already. You trying to come in here and tell him
what the fuck to do?
Hey man, if his dad couldn't do that, yeah, you probably ain't got
can't
no
do that
chance.
shit. Yeah. So you don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that? Because I don't see nothing wrong with that shit. Because I feel like that right there is like the whole stepdad thing. You got to be a real stand up nigga to kind of take care of somebody else's kids that's not your own.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You really do.
But if you dealing with somebody who got some badass kids and they don't want to do nothing about that shit, you got the little nigga putting Cheeto stains on your shirt on purpose and hitting on you and shit, and you can't slap the little nigga back. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be around that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna Vulcan death grip his ass. As soon as she turn his head, I'm
gonna start sweet chin music. I'm gonna put little niggas in the figure four.
Say, nigga, what you say? Bitch. I don't shoot. Shoot, motherfucker.
Stupid little man. I'm tell you what, boy, that shit fucked up.
Oh, he just fell. I don't want to say he just fell, man.
I did that before. Swear to God, I done did that before. Little nigga fell.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I never really had no issue. I ain't been with nobody that had no kids and I was like living with them. You know what I'm saying? But I done talked to girls with kids. But normally when I come around, the kids like me. I ain't ran into no situation where the kids didn't like me. Most kids be like, wanting me around type shit, wanting to talk to me. Damn, trying to sit up underneath me too. Damn. The last time I actually had a situation where I had to like get a kid right, I was in 5th grade, nigga, and we had first grade buddies, and everybody else, little first grader, was cool. I had this badass white boy.
You was grown then?
Huh?
You was grown then?
I was in 5th grade.
Nigga, that shit don't count.
That's what I'm saying. This is the last time I had to actually deal with that. Like, nigga, this shit was funny though. Like, he was bad as fuck. Like, he had ADD or some shit. ADHD, I mean.
Same shit. Well,
yeah, man.
Similar. It's not the same.
Man,
but
this nigga was bad. Like, known for being bad. Fucking with everybody. Everybody can't handle him. Teacher walked away. I said, hey, Nicholas. He looked at me. I said, sit your ass down. He looked at me. That motherfucker sat down. He went to do something. I said, oh, fuck you up. Sit the fuck down.
You had to talk to the little nigga like he was
like my mama used to talk to us. That's what he was.
Hey,
Sit your ass down, man.
I tell you what though, man, no matter what nobody say, there's nothing more powerful than a black man's voice. That can make any nigga sit the fuck down. Boy, sit your goddamn ass.
Nigga, that shit put fear in your heart.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, when my dad used to say, Raekwon, nigga, I'm like,
nigga, Gab, sit down.
Nigga, everybody, oh shit. Like,
he ain't even called me, motherfucker, but I said,
huh? Don't worry about, Oh shit.
Oh man, something about that shit, man. We just got
My
to be like
voice,
a lion or something.
my dad's voice used to paralyze me when he say that shit, nigga. I'm like, oh shit. Heart done dropped in your stomach off of him speaking. Nigga, off him looking at you. He give you a look, nigga, you like, damn. I'm about to get my ass. I'm in my fuck up in church or something. Do some dumb shit. My dad look at me. I'm just like, I know I fucked up one time. I forgot what I did, but he made me come up there with him. My dad used to play the piano, the keyboard at the church and shit.
Oh, nigga, he might as well handcuffed you.
Yes, nigga, he made me come up there and sit with him. So you know what happened to me when I got home that afternoon.
You got your ass whooped.
What?
Relentlessly.
What? You know I did. I said, damn.
I had one of them, I believe. I done got pulled up to the choir,
Whoa.
to the altar.
That shit.
But I know a few times I just sat up there just because I didn't want to be out in the crowd by myself.
Look, if you was a dog, your ears would have folded down.
Yeah. That would have been tucked and everything.
Hell yeah. I swear if I had ears, my ears would have been folded down.
Fucked
Boy.
up. Man.
Like, damn, bro.
Oh shit, I got hit in the eye. The motherfucker splashed back. That was a motherfucker. When the worst? What's the worst thing you ever seen? I done seen the preacher call out his kids in church because they was acting up. You ever get caught like really fucking up at church?
I slapped a whole all the pastor's daughters on the ass one time, and his sister. She so happened to be the minister at the church too. I smacked all of them on the ass, and then when one of his daughters picked me up, I grabbed her titties.
How old are you?
I was small, so I guess that don't count. It was like 2, 3.
They thought that shit was cute.
Yeah.
Girl, he gonna be a little flirt when he grow up.
Yeah. They used to hype me up. They used to hype me up low key. That shit was wrong right there. They used to tell me, get nasty, boy, get nasty. And I be like, dropping it down.
Yeah,
Like I was doing something.
But you know what's fucked
My
up
mom
though?
be like, sit your ass down, son. Sit down somewhere,
Sit your
boy.
ass down. What's fucked up though, if a girl did that shit to a group, man, it'd be a whole different story.
Oh, what? Let a group of niggas do that shit to a damn little girl. Telling her some shit like that.
Yeah,
Nigga, y'all going to prison.
Everybody going to prison, nigga.
That ain't nothing wrong with no group of women telling no boy that.
Had a little boy doing a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. Like this nigga over here dry humping and shit. Y'all telling him to do this?
Little nigga turned into Rico Strong. God damn, boy.
Yeah, that was my thing, boy. I always, man, the minister of the church, she had an older daughter, man. She had passed away too. She got in a car accident, man. God rest her soul. But man, she was like cool as fuck, but she like will rough your ass up too. She'll rough me up because she was kind of like a tomboy with that shit, but she was cool. Man, I'll walk up to her and slap her on the ass and try to run. She'd hit my little ass up, boy, every time.
She
Hit
liked
me.
that shit low key though.
Yeah.
Little freaky.
Hey.
We was some freaky ass little kids.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I remember this little
Going
girl.
up to house coats and shit, like
I remember
playing with toes. All
I
that.
was young and shit, man. Tell me, yeah, crawling up on us
Hell
tables
yeah.
and looking at skirts.
Squates.
It was this one little girl, man. The little bitch was twerking, singing the Petey Pablo song on the ground, on her knees. I'm like, yo, we in elementary school. And the crazy thing about it is, like, as kids, when I was a child, I don't know about anybody else, but I know when I was a child, I always looked at everybody else as how I look at them now, like grown people. And you know how kids, when they do grown people shit, you don't see the shit as like a baby in a pamper shaking ass. You see a 30-year-old, 25-year-old shaking ass in a thong in the middle of the club. And I was looking at that shit, I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. That shit used to fuck me up. I think that was like the weirdest memory I always keep with me from a kid, is that I felt like, even though we was like 3, 4, and 5, always seen us as adults doing shit like that.
I remember I came to recess one day. I was like in kindergarten or first grade, I think. And it was a group of bitches inside like the little slide shit. You know how you gotta walk through it, then you go to the slide and slide down. It's like a spot in here where you could basically sit down. There could be multiple people in here. I walked in that bitch. I said, hey, yo. They turned around, just pulled my dick out. They was like, oh. I was wild. Nigga took off running. I was a fucking little menace, bro.
They probably thought that shit was big as a motherfucker. Nothing about
My
nothing.
little tic tac.
Yeah.
Leave my little tic tac alone.
What's the little sausage weenies, niggas, Vienna sausages?
Hell yeah, boy. I did that shit. I was wild, bro. I was wild as fuck, man.
That shit funny.
Oh yeah, I remember another crazy memory. I remember this girl. First time I ever got flashed by a girl. I was like 6. This girl was up in her window and she was knocking on the window. And when everybody looked up, they're like, oh shit, man, look at her ass. She up in the window, bro. She's my age. And this older niggas out here, like early teens.
So she had the little Filipino boy chest.
This motherfucker not flashing her titties. She don't pull her pussy out.
Nah, that's different.
And I'm sitting here like, I'm confused, like looking at this shit like, cause I ain't never seen one in person. At that point, I'm like, yo.
I had to have them before elementary school too. I was
Yo,
confused
she-
as shit.
I was like, oh, that's what her shit look like. That's what girls look like down there. Like, I was so like, I was in awe, nigga. I was in awe.
I was too.
I
Motherfuckers like
tried to stick my little tic tac in her.
Oh no.
I ain't know where to stick it at though. So
I know
tried to
what me,
stick it
nigga.
in the booty.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Tried to stick it in her booty one time.
Oh, I mean, one white girl, she showed me her shit, man, when I was in elementary school. And she was like, you can touch it. I'm like, no. I was smart, but I was like, hey, I want to touch
Shit, I got caught with my hands in this girl pussy one time.
When was the first time you finger popped a motherfucker?
It was in elementary school.
Damn, nigga, you was going crazy. I think mine was like,
Yeah.
probably like 9th grade, yeah.
I went to Irving Park. Like, yeah, that was happening then. Irving Park was in a good neighborhood, but it was the niggas going there. Yeah. I would have thought that shit would have happened somewhere like Faust or something. I went to Faust, nigga. That was the worst elementary school I went to.
Faust, nigga, that shit sound terrible.
That shit on the south side.
But not to cut you off, but before I forget, it is my granddaddy's birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Okay. There we go. All right, don't get too emotional, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, now back to the freak shit.
Another ass freak boy.
I think the first time I finger popped some pussy was in, like I said, my 9th grade year, and I was in a pool. And man, that shit felt like I was sticking my finger in an octopus mouth. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. I think the first time I got flashed, I was in middle school. I was like in the 7th grade. These little sophomores was showing us titties and ass in the pool and shit. I'm like, cool. I remember, man, this one time, boy, when I was young, like, I ain't know about jacking off. I used to have this, I had SmackDown vs. Raw or something like that. But I had one of the wrestling shits on the Xbox. And this was when Kelly, you remember Kelly?
Oh yeah, that was my girl back in the day, boy.
She was wrestling, nigga. I would replay her screen cause she'll bend over and wave her ass on the American flag and shit. Nigga, I would rewind that shit so many motherfucking times I thought I was gonna pass out, boy. I ain't know nothing about jacking off or none of that shit, nigga. I was just in there hurting like I'm gonna die without getting pussy for the rest of my life. I was, nigga, I'm telling you, I had the worst childhood.
I'm gonna tell you how I found out that I could bust a nut, nigga.
I jacked off in the tub and watched her swim around.
I was at school one day, and it was this bitch at school, and I just couldn't stop thinking about her, bro. My dick was hard all day. I went home, and I'm just like, man, just thinking about her, and I'm just like, man, thinking about what it would be like if I fucked her, and I just, I'm like,
yeah, you came off
the off the idea of it, nigga. I was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? So I just ain't think nothing of it, bro. And then when I check myself, I'm like,
what the hell is this, Bobby?
Oh shit, I could do that shit. Nigga, I went in the bathroom and wore my shit out. I ain't gonna lie, I went in the bathroom and wore my shit out.
Nigga, I was in the bathtub and the door was wide the fuck open because my mom used to make me have the door open and shit, right? So I was in the tub and shit. And I don't know what the fuck I thought about, but somebody said something about jacking off, like beating your meat. And I'm like, you know what? I'm about to try that shit. And I was in the tub, man. I did that shit. I don't remember it feeling as good as it did when I got older. I just know when that shit shot up out that motherfucker, and she was just swimming, like laying around the thing. I was like, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, nigga. I was in my bath and everything. I'm like, I know what to do now. I felt better though. Like, just internally, I felt good.
Bro,
that shit. I was lighting on fire to that motherfucker, boy. When I was going to high school, nigga.
Bro, them long ass showers. Cut that goddamn water off. You ain't using all that water. Oh, niggas was some hornballs, boy.
Nah, I wasn't jacking off in the shower. I was jacking off in the bed, but I was in there.
Nigga in bed, shower. Damn, nobody at the house. I'm in the living room.
Butt ass nigga.
What?
Nigga, man, I remember my mama used to know. My sister had a pornos in the house, nigga.
Man.
Butts and sluts, like 4 or some shit like that, or 2. I don't know. I just remember Naomi Russell was in that motherfucker. I'm gonna have to look her shit up, but she was in that bitch, and that was my favorite part because she would ride dick like a stallion, my nigga. Like,
man, I used to take my brother pornos and be watching his shit. Look, Nigga, it got to the point where I was like not ashamed to the point where I say, yo, can I see your porno? I would get to that point. Just let me see him. You know what I'm in here for. Just give him here. Like, he's looking like, damn, man.
We was like that. Hey,
here, man.
you know that motherfucker, I got you. Nigga, we was like that shit in high school too. Like, my homeboy daddy had the pornos and shit.
I was in middle school like that.
Nigga, we were watching, like, this was like some high school shit, so it's different. Niggas was still exploring that shit before. Niggas was still virgins.
Yeah.
So, we was in the room and shit. We be watching on the TV and shit. And then niggas go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Take turns going to the bathroom, nigga. We was wilding as like a motherfucker, nigga.
Fiending for some pussy.
Hell yeah, niggas in there, goddamn. That's when that motherfucker hit. You gotta hit that goddamn. Ho, ho. That shit feel good. Nigga, going through puberty, it was terrible.
That shit was crazy.
Nigga, I remember when I first started getting hair on my balls, but them motherfuckers was itching like a motherfucker. It was itching so bad I had to scratch my balls with a brush, nigga. And like, man.
I came in and showed my people. Look, like, hey, what the fuck you doing? Like, nigga, I'm like,
nigga, put that shit up. Nigga. Oh, shit, that shit, nigga. That's funny as hell, nigga. Dog, you was on some freak shit, boy. So I know. Okay, I can see what you get. Like, you was a real goddamn. Hold on, let me go to the motherfucker. This you right here. Yeah. Real nigga, you was on some other shit.
I really was, nigga. I would come back and nigga. The first time I got some head, I came back and told my parents. Nobody does that. I came back and told my parents.
I told my grandma when I got some pussy because I couldn't tell my mama because she was gonna scold me, shun me for it.
I didn't care how you felt. I had to let everybody know I was too excited. I was over the moon.
I got some head.
I got my dick sucked. I ain't say it like that, but I walked in the house, nigga. I was like this. I ain't gonna care. I walked in. I'm like, it's like my mom and dad like, hey. I'm like, hey, what's wrong with you? I'm like,
man, how?
I just got my things. I was like, what? My dad just started laughing. Like, I didn't care who I told. Nigga, I was telling the world like I just want to go to ticket on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Nigga,
nigga.
I was like, oh my God, like nigga, I experienced that.
Nigga, about like off of King of the Hill when Bobby got caught. They was trying when Joseph was trying to sneak in on Luann and they got caught looking at Connie. And the daddy called Connie. Daddy called him and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker Hank, he found out what his son had did and shit. He cussed him out and then walked off behind the thing, laughed like, God damn, that's my boy.
Yeah. Like,
he ain't gay. I'm telling you, nigga. I'm talking about let me ask you this: when was the first time you got some real head? Not no childhood head. I'm talking about like some like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like.
Shit. First time I dealt with an older bitch, I was probably like 17. She was 25. Yeah, she took it.
I was like 18, 19, I think, and I had like a 28-year-old. I was like, that shit was crazy, but I was like 25, and I was like, really like, you know what I'm saying? Actually getting that motherfucker up out of there. I mean, I was like 26, 27, nigga, when that first started happening. Like now, nigga, I'm like, this is what life is supposed to be like. That was the type of shit. That was the type of head you don't even want no pussy after that.
You done did enough.
You did way too much.
Well done.
Well done. You've reached a new level. I'm talking about, ooh wee.
Hashitashi.
Motherfucker turn you to a little Chinaman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the head that got there. That's how you speak in a different language, boy. What, nigga? I think the first time I got some white girl head, though, I was like, nigga, I completed the accolade. I'm like, nigga.
Oh, shit.
That shit was squake me. But I ain't like, better when they don't do it for you, they do it for themselves.
That's like Man, you are.
I love you.
Yeah. Yes. Queen.
Do I have, man? Let me tell you something.
Queen. That's what I say.
I don't even got nothing to damn play for that.
Call you royalty.
Yeah, I don't even got nothing to play for that shit. But I tell you what, though. I mean, when I first started eating pussy, I felt terrible. I'm like, I always wanted to do the shit. It was cool, but I just felt like I didn't like how, at the time, I didn't like how she was looking at me. It felt like, yeah, nigga, do that shit. I don't know, bitch, don't be, nah. The way she looked, I could tell she was gonna tell everybody it happened. I had to get my balls licked. Cause I refuse for you to talk about me and I can't say nothing else. But I don't think I ever been a nigga that's been like the pussy eater for a bit. You know what I mean? I've been a dick man before, but I could never, and I would never in life want to be the nigga you just call to eat your pussy and then I got to go home.
I'm not that desperate. I believe that's low. You know, I don't mind doing that shit, but I'm not. What about me? That's why
I think that's too freaky. That's way too.
Yes,
freaky.
that's like
you good just eating some pussy and not getting nothing.
Look, this girl I knew, she walked up to me one time and she like, yeah, she fuck with this dude, and when they went to fuck, he pulled his dick out. He like, nah, I don't want no pussy. I just want a foot job. Like, bruh, like, nigga, yes, he wanted a foot job. Ain't want no pussy, ain't come for no head. He wanted a foot job. I'm like, bruh, niggas is bananas, bro.
I done had my meat sucked and she hold it with her feet, but
I'm talking about.
I know jacking his dick with her feet. Yeah,
only showed up for that. You getting pussy offered to you,
and you want feet.
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga.
That's nasty.
Yes, nigga.
I mean, everybody got their fetishes though.
You got your fetishes, but god damn, man, like.
I know some motherfuckers that didn't want to fuck, just want to suck on some toes. Maybe I seen it on the TV show.
There's other chick
I think I seen it on the TV show.
Other chick
still,
I
I know
know,
it's
she
niggas
said,
like that.
she said this nigga used to pay for people to fart in his face, and the stankier the fart, the more he'll pay her.
I always thought that shit was just.
I said, you tried this shit. You paid. You farted in a nigga face, did you? She said, bitch, you lying.
You lying like a motherfucker.
Lying, motherfucker. Yeah, big farts in his face.
Oh my god.
That shit is sick, bro. This shit made me throw up thinking about that.
That shit nasty.
And then knowing girls that like niggas to shit and piss on them.
Yeah, we ain't talking about all that.
That's crazy. Next level.
I think we talked about this before, but like, I might get a different story out of you. When was one time you talked yourself out of some pussy? Or you talked yourself out of some potential pussy? It could be you by yourself or you with a group of friends.
Well, I could think of several times I done did that. Shit, being younger, talking too goddamn much. But one time I had to say, like, I can't really say I talked myself out of this because it almost just kind of happened. But it's how I played this shit. Well, goddamn, I couldn't do nothing about it. I'm at the club one night and we pregame at one of my niggas' crib. It's me and one of my niggas, and then we over here at one of our other niggas' crib. His cousins come by. They two girls. So, like, they a little, they not like, hey, shit, my cousin's single type niggas. They more so like, man, I don't really want nobody fucking with my cousins like that. They ain't really like trying to get you to get the pussy type shit.
They want you to be there and restricted. Like,
yeah. So, niggas, speak, but we keep it cool. We don't really say too much. But then here come one of the cousins, and she the baddest one. She like, so what's y'all names again? Cause we got introduced, but it was kind of short. So what's y'all names again? And I was like, shit, I'm Quan. She was like, that's your real name? And they was like, damn, man, you asking full governments and shit? Like, so I started laughing. I was like, nah, my name Raekwon. And she like, oh, okay, well, it's nice to meet you, Raekwon. And I'm so-and-so, So just talking and shit, so everything was cool. And we was kind of vibing. We get to the fucking club. and I ran into this bitch that I used to work with. And she comes in here and she walks straight up to me and hugs me. And I was fucked up already, so I'm not paying attention. I'm looking to the left and she just walks up and hugs me. Then I turn and look and see who it is. And mind you, they are the cousin, she top notch basically. Something that you trying to be seen with, and the other one that walked up and hugged me is something that you need to meet after dark. You know?
When ain't nobody around.
Yes. So I'm like, damn. As soon as I look up, vibe off. I try to talk to him for the rest of the night. Not giving us shit. They looking like, oh, they fuck with them type bitches. I'm like, oh, man.
She done ruined the whole
Done
set.
fucked it up for me. So that's why I said, I don't know. I can't really blame myself, but I couldn't do nothing about this bitch hugging me. I didn't even see her coming. That shit was crazy though. But that shit fucked up something that I was like, damn, I really wanted to shot at that shit, and I feel like that shit was gonna pop. But Satan had a different idea.
A way different idea.
Yeah. What was one time you could think of that?
I've been thinking about that shit the whole time because I definitely done did it a few times. But I think a light version of it was when I was at Livingstone. And no, I didn't even have to say nothing this time. This one, I think this right here kind of like fucked me up a little bit. So, you know how like, sometimes your shirt will go like this and make like your chest big. So apparently my shit was looking like that. I'm like, I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't pay attention to it until this girl came up and she reached for my shit. My shirt flopped down and she started laughing. And I'm like, damn, I just lost a bitch I didn't even know I could have got.
Well, hey, I didn't know that was like that.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't stop him just saying no shit like that, man. I'm like, God damn. Then the motherfucker had, we went to Wet n Wild same time, just a couple months, like a month or so after, with the Wet n Wild and shit. And this girl had on, she had, you know what I'm saying, cause she had the bathing suit on, but you could see a nipple piercer through a shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, you got the nipple piercer? She was like, yeah. I couldn't think of nothing else in my head. I just froze up a second. I see him. Bitch was like, now. It is swear him off. I was like,
you just came straight off.
I ain't know what else to say because I'm like, yo,
I mean, damn, cause like, what else do I say after that? Well, I'm gonna say, hey, you got your nipples pierced? Hey, well, I think you're really pretty. Can I take you out? Well, goddamn, like,
we're at the pool. You can show me a little titty one time. I ain't gonna tell nobody about
I mean, in that case, bro, it's like this. What else was you supposed to say?
This has been another episode of the 30 Minute Smoke Break Podcast. I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood nephew, Slick with the Ruler.
And now your co-host, Quan got it, man.
And we out this motherfucker.
Yes.